Welcome back, and let's look at the continuation of creating a tenant profile where you can also set up recurring invoice fee charges. As normal, you would log into your account and have your information ready, and we shall be using the landlord rental profiles option. Let's have a look at why you would use recurring invoices. If you wanted to set up your rent amount, your deposits, municipal or utility basic charges, etc., you will do this in this recurring service invoice section. Let's have a look. Drop down menu, we go down to rental profiles, and you will be presented with your property information. Just click on the relevant property, choose the correct unit, and you will be presented with this option where we will go to the income tab. Within this tab, you will see a list of already set up charges, which you can now edit or delete, or if it was blank, you would simply use the add new function. Right, so to add new, we went to the landlord tab, we pressed on rental profiles. It takes us through the process of selecting the correct unit, the correct property, etc. And we are now at the point where we can start adding service fee details. We'll go to add new. Let's have a look at the options available. We've got invoice type where we can select municipal, other, rent or tokens. We can include a single custom invoice, or we can go the body corporate fee route. So let's assume we're starting fresh. We want to add the rent. We're simply going to use our drop down options. I'm going to search for monthly rent. I'm going to choose the recurring option for default of 12 months. It's going to, by default, charge them on the first. We'll leave this section open for now. And let's go to the number of months here. I've got 12 months. The lease date starts from the 1st to the 31st of July the next year. Here we've got our recurring dates. It's listed from the 29th to the 28th of July. So let's say I want to make this the same. I'm simply going to choose the first, and there we go. Now my dates are matching. It shows me the first and the last invoice, and of course we will need an amount. I'm going to use the amount of 5,000, and I'm simply going to save. And there we go. Let's go back to our income tab. Here we've got the monthly rentals. Let's go and add one or two more. Again, I'm going to select, let's go for other. Let's say we want to add monthly DSTV. Also recurring as a monthly charge. Everything else stays the same. Perhaps let's just match this up again. And there we go. Let's assume they want the full very expensive package. And save. This is super easy and quick. You just have to have your tenant information ready. And as you can see, the list starts building. We're going to add one more. Let's go for municipal. And we're going to choose electric basic. Again, 12 months because that amount won't change at a drop of a hat. We've got our number of months over there, and let's just match up the dates. Of course, here you have the option to, for instance, go from the 25th to the 25th based on what municipal accounts you get. But as you know, the system works out an average for those charges. But let's go here. Recur amount will be, let's say, 380, and we save. Right, let's go back to income tab. Maybe I've made a boo-boo and something was incorrectly captured. Let's go to this DSTV package. And of course, these need to be done. If you want to make any edits or delete, it needs to be done before the invoice date. But let's go and edit. So still monthly, but all I want to change is this amount here, and we'll go for the $6.99 DSTV stream option and save. Your invoice will now be captured as changed. There we go, $6.99. I could also obviously delete a line. Maybe they decide, oops, not in my budget. Simply delete the line. You have to pay attention to your dates. It gives you a prompt, are you sure you want to delete? And we just go yes. Right. So that's the very basic setup. You can play around and add some more options based on what your lease agreement is. But here I would just like to save the rental unit. And there we go. There's my recurring invoices. It's going to be billed for my tenant in a specific unit for 12 concurrent months.